So this is going for take 4. Good evening, everybody. This is the Drell. I am getting ready to play some Kerbal Space Program. I cannot let my Kerbals die, because if they die, they're dead for good. I'm going to try to go to this round thing over here. They call it the MUN. Let's see how that turns out. Ready? Ready. Let's go. Muting. I'm still. Yeah, okay. So this is going for take 4. Good evening, everybody. This is the Drell. I am getting ready to play some Kerbal Space Program. I cannot let my Kerbals die, because if they die, they're dead for good. I'm going to try to go to this round thing over here. They call it the MUN. Let's see how that turns out. Ready? Ready. Let's go. So, as I was discussing in the short segment that's probably going to be deleted and isn't even going to make it onto YouTube, what was I saying? I've got a couple of local missions on Kerbin, but those are going to be long-term. I'm going to have to fly a plane out there. That's going to require some time-lapse and some time warp. I don't have time for that, so we'll figure that out as we go. Science data from the surface of the MUN. It's a 10-year duration. It'll probably, well, what is it? It expires in 2 days. I'll want that, because I will be getting the next lunar mission, and hopefully I'll be landing on the MUN after I get a successful orbit. So, tonight, I'm going to be creating something to get into orbit of the MUN, and back again, getting as much science as I can while I am there. I might actually get a little gutsy and try to land something on the MUN, like a separate thing, but we'll see if how that pans out. I might. And I can see now what my wife thinks of that, as she's making little explosion noises behind me. I don't think she has much faith in me. She might be right. So the plan will be I will create the whole thing on Twitch, but I will probably time-lapse the building, so you'll be able to see it, but it won't take forever. I don't want my missions to be super long. I want plenty of content, but I don't want to bore you guys. Alright. So here we go. Do I have... is it working? It is! Sweet. Okay, I can use my controller. Pointed the right way. SAS on. Throttle to full. Are we ready? No, we're not. Staging. Staging. Make sure your staging is together. That's kind of important. Oh, I still have that on this thing. Okay, so staging is good. So we're good to go. Are we ready? I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. Come on, Kierden. Let's go to the moon. Now, I'm not bothering with like lining up the moon and planning a trajectory. I know that's usually more efficient, but it's also a pain in the butt, and I'm never very successful with it. I'll get into a tight orbit of Kerbin and then push out to the moon. Alright, start our gravity turn here. Just like, what's that, 5 degrees. Which is very stable. That's a good sign. We'll be dumping our solid fuel in just a few seconds here. Entering cloud cover. Here we go. Deploying solid fuel. Now. Oh, that was a step too early. Fortunately, they cleared the ship without destroying them. We did lose a little bit of Delta V, but I think we're good. Oh, look at that! There they go! Okay, start pulling more towards 90 degrees to, where's that? The 45 degree parallel. Alright. This is turning out to be a good, successful run. When should I fire that center engine? When I get farther along. I am definitely braking out pretty well. I'll save that for a little to the left here to try to get this thing as even an orbit as possible. And see where we go from here. Alright. You're at 20,000 kilometers. And while this is pulling out, I'm going to get in here and set up my stuff so I just have good information. If I need to use it, I find popping into the cockpit and using the raster prop monitor is quite handy. Oh, thank you, Nea. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to actually having a successful mission without any deaths this time. And let's see here. What are we looking at for our app? Is only 39,000. Still got a little ways to go. Okay. Wait, that was the wrong button. Okay. Let's fire off that center engine and get ready to drop these side tanks here. Push towards the prograde. It's looking good. I'm happy with this. Ready to drop those tanks and any minute now. There they go. Goodbye. Farewell. Happy re-entry. See where we are here. 76. Okay, my app is pretty good. I want to get about 80 cut engines here. Hop into the map. That looks lovely. And burn out. Where's the moon? Moon is over there. Okay, yeah, I just want to do a straight up burnout. Am I up to about let's not get carried away. 90,000. That should be fine. Back in. Aim for the maneuver node. And we will do this by the book. I don't know. You guys let me know if you I know I'm not sure what you guys think if viewing from the outside or viewing from inside the cockpit is more interesting for you. I tend to like jumping around because, well, that's me. But if you prefer one over the other, let me know, and I'll try to do that to keep things interesting for you guys. I don't want this to be boring. What's my time? 56 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna have to pop out and use the better burn time. Okay, maneuver in about 20 seconds, give or take, 25 seconds. We should be good here. Yeah. I'm not even gonna try for a time warp here. I'm just gonna fire in a few seconds anyway. Right. Wait, I missed it. That was stupid. Excuse me. Greetings to those of you who've just joined me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this. This is a no revert playthrough. If poor little Kieran here hits something a little too hard, dies, he's done for. Any failure is saved. I do not revert. I do not use quick saves. What's done is done, and I hate to say it, but I'm no Scott Manley. I'm not good enough at this to do this successfully. So there have already been some failures. If you hop onto my Twitch page, I have a good dozen videos already on YouTube of all the failures I've met with so far, and I'm hoping this will be a good successful mission. So let's see how this runs for me. Oh, wrong button. We're in the green though. We're good. That is awesome. Good maneuver. Alright. So the moon is here, so I think our maneuver node is going to have to be about there. That looks pretty good, except not quite. A little bit earlier, maybe. Alright, what we'll do is we'll set as target, and we will focus view. Oh no, that is beautiful. Look at that. 37,000 periapsis. It's not the closest I've ever done, but I like it. I'm going to take it. This is the annoying thing. Now I have to get back to the lunar. Intercepts. Whatever. I'll just warp to the next maneuver. Get into map mode. Get out of map mode. It's a 49-second burn. 20 seconds in advance. This drops me out in a minute before the burn, so I should be okay. It's a big stage though. It's gonna take forever to get this thing turned around. I might want to drop out a little early just to get her lined up. Okay, I'm just gonna do that now. Turn, 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 turn. I'm turning. Isn't this just the most amazing thing? You get to watch me turn a ship. Okay, now I gotta stop the turning. Stop the turning. So this is early career, just so if you're interested. I do not have a complete set of parts. It's very early in the career and I have not unlocked much because, well, recovering science from space is not always as easy as you would think. Oh, I'm sure some of you viewers are there saying it's not that hard. I do it all the time. But you know what? I'm not you. So getting it through the atmosphere, I've lost a few science juniors, which would have been a huge boon to my science. And usually the science stuff. I've learned a little from that. I've done a little research to figure out what I need to avoid that in the future, and I should be okay. Burning now. Alright, so I'm hoping I have enough Delta V, all in all, to get into orbit with, and then return from the moon. I should be okay, though. Oh, I hate that. That always kills my burn time, because now my burn estimate is different. I should be okay, though. I should get into a good maneuver without an issue. Just have to watch this and make sure it does it right. Just gonna slowly burn out for this last bit because... Oh, I'm doing a reverse. Okay. So that looks really good to me. And yes, I am aware I'm actually coming in from the backside of the moon. I don't know if that's better or not. I'm going to pretend it is. That's great, yeah. Look at that. 11,000 meter periapsis. The closer I am, the more we can take advantage of the Obarth effect. And yes, I watched Scott Manley and I learned all these fancy things. And use that to my advantage. Getting into a nice tight orbit with the moon will mean I use less fuel when it catches me. So let's warp to about, well, let's see here where that puts me. Warp here. I think I'm coming in on this side. So I'm just working on completing a mission of getting into orbit on the moon. I'm not attempting to land just yet. I want to grab some science while I'm out there, because that's important. Let's see what we get here when we... The moon catch me, yeah. Okay, while we're here, let's add a maneuver. Nudge this down just a bit. That's probably excessive. Burn, retro burn. Now, I don't actually know how much delta V. I just want to achieve an orbit. So I'm going to. I'm just going to do that. Where am I? That's good. That's good, right? 13-second burn. That's not going to use too much fuel. Actually, do I have the ability to, will it tell me where what my current delta V is? It's under data. I have 785 delta V total, so I should be fine. Get back into map mode and line this puppy up. See what this does for me. Alright. Cannot auto warp. I'm gonna warp to here. Kill that. Warp to next maneuver. Get out of map mode. This from staging. Whoa, that was creepy. Alright, so we're just a few seconds away from my orbital insertion, and he's gonna love this because we are so close here. So let's get a crew report. We'll just hang on to that. Alright, we're gonna just transmit that, but we'll keep it for the moment. Gonna be burning in just a few. About 6 seconds from T-minus, so that's what? 14 seconds from now? I'm counting. Okay. There we go. Now. Here we go. And I think that did it. That, in fact, is it. We are in a successful orbit. Hooray! So that means that the mission that I was aiming to do... Oh, not only that, but world's first, we have entered an orbit of the moon. So we get that. We got the mission, got some money, got a little bit of science off of that. Fantastic. And then recovered stages. I lost a couple of stages. What happened? It hit the ground too fast. What was the rate? Oh, it's those stupid decouplers. For some stupid reason, I had extra decouplers on this which is just a waste of delta V. Oh, I see what you're doing there. You're quoting. I know who you're quoting. I just can't think of their name. Lovely. All right, so look, we got some science to do. So first things first. I'm not gonna be able to recover the Science Junior, so we're gonna broadcast that. Oh, I don't have satellite. Oh, red buckets. I just realized that. It's gonna stink. Okay. I'm not even sure I can EVA. So. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Ah, crud. Alright, I have next to nothing. I'm going to kill SAS. I don't know what I was thinking. I have no solar panels, so this whole thing is not going to go very well. Keep the experiments. Okay, Jeb, Kieran, I did not want to do this, but we're going to have to go EVA. And you can't go EVA, which means you cannot recover that science. Alright, fantastic. So, that's just ducky. At least we're not going to lose the mission. I got some science out there, so that's good. That is progress. Not 100% successful, and if you guys can't tell, I have ADD. Not always thinking of the most important things, like, I don't know, putting solar panels on your spaceship. And fun stuff like that. So, let's see here. What are we going to do maneuver-wise? If I do a prograde burn here, what does that do for me? Okay, that's not gonna work. That's besides, yeah, I don't think that's just gonna make me crash. I need to figure out where I need to be at. Over here. What does that do? That just puts me in a bigger orbit. Right backwards. Man, that's gonna take a lot. This is not an ideal orbit, apparently. I learned that the hard way. What can I do about this? Nope, this one. Excuse me while I just putter around and try to figure out how to fix this problem. No, that's not gonna work. So what's that? 7 seconds, 168 delta V. According to my ship. Oh, camera on. My delta V is currently 500. That's for this stage. Yeah. So I'm not sure how much delta V if I'm gonna have enough to pull that off. So let's see here. Pull out of that. So if we add a maneuver here and go retrograde, how much delta V? Is that even going to tell me? No, it's not. That's a lot of delta V, I think. So that's not going to work either. So what we need is right back here. Great burn. That's taking advantage of gravity. What does that put our peri-ups? Is that 4 million? $1 million. Okay. So that maneuver looks like our best bet right there. It's not a bad maneuver, and I'll have some delta V. It's going to be a sketchy re-entry, but I think we're going to be relatively successful. What happens if I move this maneuver? Pushing it out, pushing it in-ish. 1 million. Okay, so where was that 1 million? If I push this in a little more. I want this as close as I can. Manage. Oh, okay, well that's part of my problem right there. Let's do something like this. What was that? 233. 301 delta V. It's about half of my stage delta V. That should be doable. It's only 11-second burn. Let's line ourselves up and we'll get ourselves there. I'm not too happy with that. I should have aimed for coming around. Now I know why that method is not ideal. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Okay, okay, awfully low on electric charge. Hopefully, firing off my main engine will generate enough power to refill my batteries to a reasonable extent. But once I'm on the little guy, then I'm in trouble. And I really am in trouble. One thing they did, and I don't know when they started doing that, isn't that just lovely? Is they made it so that the smallest engine, the mini stage right here, this little guy, doesn't generate power anymore when you fire it. So that's important to pay attention to. Oh, you know, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't worry too much. I'm sure Kieran here's got more than enough confidence and poise to get me pretty much to Duna if I wanted. Here we go. Almost there. Oh, why am I spinning off? Oh, that's because I shut off the SAS. Fire those engines! Okay, I am getting electric charge, and it looks like it's going to get me up to a single capsule's worth, which is fine, because that's all I'm going to have. Okay, that was a mistake. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, crap buckets. Well! That was the wrong button. Can anyone say... Oh my goodness. That actually... Okay. That's interesting. Well, I guess I have enough fuel right now. I can definitely get... Just need to nudge that out, back out into atmosphere, pull in the apoapsis, and then I should be fine. I'm gonna be fine. It's all good. It looked bad, but it really wasn't that bad. I only slightly fudged that burn by firing off the stage at the wrong time. So let's warp here and see where we are on this. Hopefully we're not... Which way are we going? Oh. Which way are you going? Seriously, which way are you going? You're going that way? Oh, okay, fantastic. I can always just check that. Yeah, prograde. So I want to burn... Oh, phew. I was so worried I was going to kill this poor guy. Okay, so this is going to be the tough part, because I do not want my parapsis to be too high, but I don't want it to be too low either. This is just going to be a nudge. Or 110, 100, 91. Okay, I'm going to take that. I am not going to complain. Why are you still running down? SAS off. Stop being a goofball. I don't have power for this anymore. Okay, hold it steady for just a second. Warp to next maneuver. Get into staging mode again. Alright. Again, for those of you just joining in, thank you so much for tuning in. I am currently trying not to get this poor guy killed. So far, I have not been seeing much success, but I am still confident that he will get back to Kerbin safely with all of his arms and legs attached and not on fire. That's an important one. Okay, so this is going to be a really short burn. I'm going to time... Well, no, I'm only got 23 seconds, so I'll just wait for it. So, how's the weather where you guys are at? This is going to be a very gentle burn. I'm going to not do a full throttle. Just do a little bit of a push. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Perfect. That was lovely. That's not actually that lovely. That's lovely. That's what I want to see. Okay. So that means we are tidy. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna burn retro as much as we can. Just see here. I want to see how much I have currently. It says I have 2,000 Delta V. I'm not 100% sure that that is true. Why are we rotating? Okay, I'm not using electric charge. That's fine. He's probably just spinning freely because I'm not letting him take control. We have plenty of Delta V. How much is being used in this maneuver? Not even half. Okay, good. So let's see if we can't get this puppy lined up and ready to stay. And we'll just use the time warp to hold our position for just a second. Warp to next maneuver. Oh wait. Quick book. Alright, no, that is not what I want. I hate that. I can't easily get back to this. Okay, so this is going to be a 35-second burn. And it's going to be a risky one. Try to be as efficient as possible. I'm not letting him use SAS. He's far too generous, and I am running on a budget on my electric charge. So let's see how this turns out. Do fire. There we go. Now I can turn the SAS on. He'll just use the thruster more. He won't use too much electric charge. Those reaction wheels. I should just shut off the reaction wheels and you can just use the engine gimbal. But I'm lazy, so there's that. And again, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in and watching me not uptime. Are you saying sup time? Is it time for your dinner? Or are you saying something else that I have no clue because I'm really out of it right now? Oh, no, I just fired my engines. Off. Okay, okay. No, that's still not good. I'm just gonna bring down this apoapsis some more. I don't know. I'm probably gonna run a second mission after this. If you want to, that'd be fine. I'd appreciate it. I can run 1 or 2 more missions for a little while. Let's see here. Okay. Actually, you know, I'm gonna aim to come in on the atmosphere side, the daytime side. So let's just keep burning retro. Where's that periapse? It's actually under the atmosphere now, so I'm gonna. Is my sound not working at the moment? Is that what you're saying? Give me just a second. Let me just double check that. Oh, it's not on my end. Woo! Ah. Okay. I don't know where I'm coming in now. I should be 53,000. I guess I'm coming in there. It doesn't seem to want to. Pushing that out? No, that's just making it worse. Alright, I come in where I come in. I think I'm good. Get this thing pointed retrograde and we're gonna get in. Are you saying, Naya, that you have no sound or I have no sound? Because it would be terrible if I was actually not putting out any audio. Okay, give me just a second here. I need to. So I am actually on my tablet paying attention to my chat because that's just how I have it set up. And my tablet's complaining about a lack of power. So let me just get this plugged in. Set up over here. I have to look to my right to know if anyone's talking to me. There, that works. Alright, let's see. Where are we? You know what? Heck with it. I'm close enough. I'm just gonna burn retro and hope for the best. Of course, I need to do that. There. It's charging. Alright, get this thing whipped around and burning retro. There we go. Let's see where that says we're coming in. Right there! That's good enough for me. So let's just time warp until it stops time warping. Ooh, right over the polar ice caps. I don't think that's where they were expecting us to return, but it shouldn't stop anything. Oh, yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, if you don't want to do that, that's okay. One way or another, I appreciate the thought, definitely. I will definitely be running one more mission after this, but if you're streaming still, that's quite alright. I appreciate the thought. There we go. And now we're coming on in. And we'll be hitting the atmosphere. We are hitting the atmosphere technically. We're just skimming the fringes. Zoomed in here. Alright. That's going to be it for that. Time to decouple the stage. Turn it downwards. And we should be fine for re-entry now. I will manually do the parachutes just because I don't trust pretty much any of it. Goodbye, final stage, wherever you went. Hello, re-entry. So we're coming in really hot, I think. This is a steeper re-entry vector than I am used to. My friend Koholos has been telling me that I shouldn't be too concerned about it. I should be fairly successful. And I did a lot of retro burn, so my surface speed isn't too bad. So between my altitude and my current surface speed, I am pretty confident that my drogues will be okay. There goes the rocket engine and the fuel tank that was attached to it. And we are re-entering. Perfectly fine. Am I losing speed fast enough? Oh, it's looking really close. Looking really close. I'm starting to worry here. I'm over ground, which means I have less land to take advantage of. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Drogues any minute now. Any drogues. Yeah, we're good. Successful re-entry. No one. That's a word. Nobody died. That's what I like to see. What is that? Is that part of the... If that's the Mr. Science Jr. just happened to survive re-entry, I'm going to be so mad. Alright. Main parachute deployed. So we are good. Just time warp to... There it goes. Time warp to that, and we are good. Nice re-entry speed. Everything's good. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. So we should be recovering some science. I broadcast the junior science and the goo. It wasn't a full load, but that should be enough for me to unlock another thing. Maybe two? Okay, fantastic. Now, we are getting awfully close to the surface. I don't want to hit that on time warp because that breaks stuff really easily. There we go. Lovely. And we're down! Congratulations, Kierden. Another successful mission. And I think we got the returned home from orbit of the moon. A little extra science, some prestige, and some money. So, let's recover the vessel. Oh, no, I can't do that. That's not